And we're rolling. Cool. All right, bro. Their radio. Finally live. How you doing, bro?
What's good, man? We chilling. You know, we just popped out from Santa Ana. Got my dogs in the building. The homie Corky. The homie Joe Worthy. The homie Eno. You know what I'm saying? So,
All right,
sir.
bro. Before we start off, I do want you to introduce yourself, what your name is, what you do, and anything you want to share about yourself.
Shit, I go by KAPRI. Shit, I'm a businessman. I'm a rapper, entrepreneur. Shit, we do it all. Share about me. Shit, I'm from Santa Ana. Shit ain't much, bro, but you know.
No, that's what's up. You say you're a businessman? Do you have any other businesses outside of music?
Hell yeah. So, I help the homie with his clothes. You know, we kind of do a little split there. I do a car detailing business. So that just like generates most of my income, to be honest. But yeah, apart from music, it's just car detailing and clothes and shit. So yeah.
No, that's what's up. Especially because, like, honestly, music is a whole ass business, right? It's creative, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta know how to move about it and shit, right?
Hell yeah, and this shit's expensive as fuck.
That's
bro,
true.
It's hella expensive, bro. Like, everything. You gotta pay from the beats to the producer to the engineer to studio time to the mix and master to the promo to the artist if you want to get a feature. Bro, everything. This shit's expensive too. You know, you gotta pay the guys to, you know, shoot you a video, pay the guys for the content for like film or pictures, you know. So everybody's out here making money, bro. So being a rapper, it's like we're at the bottom of the barrel, you know. We need everybody, but nobody needs us. So, you know, it's just a lot of money that we got to throw out to, like, you know, chase our dreams. So
yeah. No, and I think there's one thing about it too is, like, honestly, music is one of the main reasons why the culture moves forward. You know what I mean? So yep. I know you said, like, you know, they don't need us, but honestly, that's one of the main reasons why I fuck with music to this extent. Yeah. Because honestly, that's one of the main reasons why the culture moves forward, why there is Latino representation or whatever, whatnot, is because of that, you know?
Hell yeah. Everybody's putting on different races, and everybody's new, bro. Like, you just see a new person pop up every month, you know, and this shit just keeps it going. Like, one guy just transitions the whole wave, and boom, people just start doing that, you know, and then 2 months later, somebody else is doing something. So you just, you know, everybody's trying to copy that style. So there's a lot. It's you know, but it's cool. It's always evolving, you know.
Yeah. How long have you been doing music for?
Shit, for real. Like, I've been doing music probably like 6 years. I started taking it very, very seriously probably about 5 years ago, bro.
Okay.
The first year was a little, you know, it was kind of funny. Took it, you know, me and Corky, we used to do this shit in his house, and, you know, the other homie had a little studio, so we just get in there and, like, go through YouTube beats and, you know, shit like that. But in those like 6-7 years that I was doing it, I took a couple breaks too, so you know, those years are counted as well. I took like a year or 2 years off, so, you know. But yeah, I've been doing it for about 6-7 years, bro.
6 years, damn.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you. You say you've been doing it for that long, but you started taking it seriously like at your second year, or third year.
Yeah.
What was for you? What was that decision, or what triggered that? Like, what made you want to take it seriously?
Bro, people just telling me all the time, like, bro, your shit's good. Like, you have potential. Like, you just need to find the right beats, you know, build that relationship with the right producer, and, like, it's good, bro. So, shit, in, like, 2018, 2019, I linked up with some producer named Flexitelli. You know, he was from Santa Ana, and, like I said, he was already producing for, like, Suicide Boys, Puya, Fat Nick, Icy Narco when he was popping, Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, like, the whole SoundCloud era. So I linked up with him, and to me, it was just like, I was talking to Quirky every day, like, bro, I got to hit the gas pedal on this shit. Like, nobody gets these opportunities. So, you know, if I'm doing music with him and, you know, these guys see it, there's a time that I can get put on, you know. So, shit, I just hit the gas pedal. I was just like, you know, I was in the studio every week. Shit, sometimes 2 times a week. But, you know, shit happens, bro. We kind of fell out, and you know, I had to take a break. But all my boys that are in this room, bro, they just told me keep going, bro. Just keep going, get back on it. Like, you know, and my homie 80, he's not here, but played a big part in, you know, coming back and shit. So
no, that's what's up. And I think you need that support system, especially if you're trying to have that longevity. It's like you gotta have something to hold you, to keep you like more than anything like grounded and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I also want to ask you, like, what was it that made you want to get into music to begin with?
Shit, I was always into music. My brother put me on as a kid, bro. Like, we used to have those little CD Walkmans, and he, you know, he'd pop one in, something that he already had burned on his on the computer at school. He had burned it, bro. Like, so like he was already popping off that shit, and when he just put it in his Walkman, bro, and like it was like Nas, it was like a bunch of shit, bro. And I've always been in love with music, and then shit like 2010, 2011, just hopped into like the Tyga era, the Meek Mill era, the Rick Ross era, and then I was just the Lil Wayne era too, bro. And I was just like, you know what? Hell yeah, bro. I love music. Like, I've always wanted to do something in music, whether it was rapping, be an A&R, be a producer, just be something. And I already knew it, bro. So hell yeah, that shit was implemented in me like super, super early. And you know, my mom's Mexican, so shit, every Saturday, Sunday, bro, that shit was popping in the house. Like, you know, she would take us out to parties and shit. She would make us dance and like, you know, do everything as a kid. So, you know, that shit was implemented in me as a youngin', bro. Like, you know.
What was she playing on the weekend?
Shit, she was playing good Vicente Fernandez. She was good, the good Pepe Aguilar, you know what I'm saying? She was playing some good stuff, bro. So, but she's you know, like the older, you know, she likes the older stuff, you know, the Jenny Rivera, you know, but she hates all the new stuff. So she was never playing that.
Did she fuck with your music?
She had, like, the first couple years, she didn't understand, you know? And then, like, she made an Instagram. So, like, she's always on my Instagram, like, reacting to my story, fire emojis and shit. Like, she's always commenting under my pictures. Like, it's fun, bro. Like, it's cool, you know? Like, I always hid it as a kid, like, nah, my parents can't, you know, they can't, like, hear me make music, because I just thought it was, like, something you couldn't do, or, like, you know, just, it was just something, like, a waste of time. But, yeah, bro, she's always on Instagram, like, supporting me and shit. Like, I love that, bro. But, you know, my pops, he's a little bit more, he's a little bit more, like, grounded. Like, he wants you to, like, go to work and make money and pay bills and invest in your money, you know, like, so like the car detailing business, bro, he's all for it. The music, he's like, all right, you know, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. So that's just cool.
No, that's real. And I think at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of it is also just because they want you to be set, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's one thing that those things bring is stability, and then this music shit, like, you never know. But
yeah, it's just a toss up, bro. It's just like, you either gonna pop or you don't, like, and you don't know, bro. Like, you don't, you know, it's crazy because there's like stuff that plays on the radio that you're like, how the hell did that pop? But it popped, you know. And we're just in an era where you just gotta go in and make it, like, make the music. You don't know if people are gonna fuck with it. You don't know if people are gonna, you know, like kind of just diss it, you know. Like, you don't know, so you just gotta go in there and do it, and it's just.
But there's one thing that you talked about, which is how you first started, like, connecting with somebody from Florida, which is, wow, that's something like the internet brought together, where, like, you're able to tap in with, like, people from around the world and shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, like, was there a moment or was there an event that for you was like, oh shit, you know what, like, this music shit is really possible, like, I could really do this shit?
Damn, I would have to say there's a couple of those moments in my life where I was like, music can really be it, bro. Like, when I was with that guy Flexitelli, bro, like, he put me in these studios where it was like Fat Nick and like the South Florida Sound in one room, and everybody, like, nonchalantly was like, oh yeah, Wooty Woo was in the other room, like, it was like Party Next Door or something, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck, like, bro, I came off listening to him, like, and so that was like stupid for me, you know. I was like, damn, bro, like, I'm here. Like, I kind of looked at myself, bro. I was like, damn, bro, this shit's possible, you know. And he took me to 2 Rolling Louds backstage. I met Adam 22. I met Rob Banks. I met so much people, and it was just like, when you're backstage at Rolling Loud, bro, it's like a swap meet full of rappers. Everybody's just walking around, people interviewing everybody. Fat Nick's trailer was next to Lil Uzi's trailer, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm here. Like I gotta make something out of this, bro. And those are like core memories for me, So that really told me like I gotta make it. Like I've seen it, So I just gotta put myself in that position. Like I can't be living through somebody else or, popping up to their shows or their sets. Like it's gotta be my set next time, So.
Yeah, no, and I think that's a big thing about it too, is like fucking imagining yourself in all these positions, but also shit, like whatever kind of like shit you want to do, like imagining is the first step to creating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you, like, what is this something that you see yourself in the future, like in regards to this music stuff?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Like, shit. I see myself doing tours, putting on for my homies. Like, bro, I'm, like, I have a lot of homies around me that are creatives. So I know if they pop, they're going to bring me, And it's just the loyalty thing that we all kind of just grew up on. And, like, shit, bro, like that. I imagine myself, we're all gonna blow up, bro. Like I imagine myself with, I don't imagine myself with like the $100 million houses and billion, being a billionaire and stuff like that. It's in my mind, but I'm not like it's not on my mind daily. What's in my mind daily is having a crib, having a Trackhawk or a Maybach parked outside. My girl's right, having kids, my mom's good. And making music, bro, that's what I love to do. Like that will make my dreams come true. So, I see myself performing at Rolling Loud and, doing, being known. I don't really do it for the fame. I just kind of do it for the money because, it's what it is, bro.
That's real.
Yeah,
no, this shit is a business, like you were saying. This shit is a business at the end of the day. But I'm glad that you're also keeping it rooted into like the people around you at the end of the day,
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that's what it should be. That's what keeps you going. I do want to ask you about the people around you. You mentioned you're from Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Like how did that influence you with your music, or how was that for you?
Santa Ana in
Santa
general,
Ana, yeah.
the city? Damn, bro. Like, me and Corky, we skate everywhere, take the bus. Like, we would go eat, different places. And we were kids, bro. We were just in high school. And shit, we were everywhere, bro. And, like, Santa Ana influenced me to just be, like, the person I am today. Like, try to be humble and help people out. Because if you go to Santa Ana and you go, like, to the real, like, like the hood part or, like, like the, not the rich part, like the South Coast part. But if you go to, like, Bristol or Maine or, like Flower and stuff like that, bro, you see, like, business owners. And they don't care. There's, like, three taco stands, bro. And they're hustling. And they're pushing each other. They don't care if they make the money. Like, they're pushing each other. And you see, one flower guy on one street, and then on the, on the opposite side is another flower guy. He doesn't get mad if you're buying from the other, the opposite person. Like, people just help each other, bro. And it's just a city that always, to me, played a huge part. We always grew up there, like I said. We were always running amok, like, bro, wherever we wanted to go, we just hop on our boards and go. My brother, unfortunately, my brother got killed there, so it was more like a place, like, when that happened, like, it cemented Santa Ana in my heart, bro. Like, forever gonna be a place that I love and, like, that I, a lot of people say, like, oh, don't come back, if you're, you pop out of a neighborhood, like, don't come back. Like, I'll always come back, bro, because that, to me, it's just a place that, your limitations, of actually, being involved, but to me, bro, like, shit, we were poor there, and we came up there, and, like, we made money there, and my brother passed there, my nieces and nephews, 9, 10 of them, they were all born there. So it was, bro, to me, it's just like where we all grew up. My uncle owns a shop there. My mom owned a shop there. My other uncle owned a shop in the Santa Ana mini mall, like, and the Santa Ana indoor swap meet, bro. Like, that's us, bro. Like, Santa Ana is us. It's a part of me. It's a part of my family. Like, and that shall never go away, bro. Like,
nah, that's crazy. That's crazy you say that, because honestly, that's the way I look at LA. LA shit, man. Like, my aunts have like like a stand in every fucking swap meet, and I'd be out there selling pro clubs and shit.
Yeah,
out there these swap meets and shit.
Yeah, bro. Like,
but that's what I mean. Like, when I also say about music and culture, like all this shit it all comes together with that and all these places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's interesting you say that even with this, like, with this event of your brother's passing, like, you still have that relationship with Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Just because I would think like that shit would affect or shift the way you look at the city in some type of way.
Yeah, bro. And like, it just goes back to how he looked at it, you know, and like raising his kids there and taking them to school and taking them to the parks and, you know, always raising them to be like, yeah, we're not in a great place, like, you know, like a Newport Beach or Laguna Beach, but you can make it a great place, you know, and you can always, you know, there's you can make it good, bro. Like, you don't, not everybody from Santa Ana is bad, you know, and you can definitely, so like how he raised his kids to be, you know, he raised me, you know, at the same time, because we were like 15 years apart. So he was my oldest brother. So when I was a kid, bro, he was already in high school and he already kind of knew the game a little bit. So like, you know, when I was a 7, 8, 9 years old, like it was like in his prime, and it was like in, you know, me just coming up, like 7, 8 years old, you know, going to elementary school, and he kind of just molded me, you know. So like how he always looked at the city, bro, like to me, that just kind of stuck with me. And, you know, like I always tell myself, like, it doesn't matter where I came from. I could come from the gutter, I can come from hell, you know, but I can always make, you know, you can always make your story good, you know. You know, it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't always have to be bad. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm from Santa Ana, so, you know, I'm not gonna amount to nothing, you know. Yeah. He always had that picture, like, bro, you can turn it around, like, you don't even, you know. So like, it didn't really shift how I felt about the city. At first it kind of did, because the Santa Ana Police Department was involved in his killing. So to that point, like, I was always like, damn, I hate Santa Ana cops, like, you know, I can't stand them and this and that. And there was a whole lawsuit going on, so it was like, fuck them, because they were lying about this and this and that. So it was a lot, bro. It was a lot to take in. And you know, but it just never changed my mind, because then, you know, once I grounded myself after his passing, I just kept reminding myself of all the things he told me and all the things that he kind of implemented into his kids and implemented into me. And, you know, bro, like, should always have my heart, you know? Yeah.
Do you feel like you do a lot of that through your music, where you're keeping this image and this, I wouldn't say positivity, it's kind of more like redefining, I would say, redefining the city, redefining what it means to you. Do you feel like you do that a lot through your music?
Honestly, bro, like, from here on out, I feel like I am going to do it, because I've just been in a whole different level. I've been really tapping into me, you know, and I'm not talking about, you know, things that we did or we could have done, or, you know, the homies, you know, that you know, we're just doing dumb stuff. Like, you know, we're like, the music that I'm doing from here on out is just us, you know. It's just defining, like, what we do, and, like, you know. So I mean, from here on out, yeah, I'll say that. From what we've made before, it's kind of just, I've kind of always just looked like, damn, I gotta make a song to pop, you know, pop. So now when I'm on that different level, it's just like, do you do music to pop, or do you do music because you love it? So now it's just like, it's gonna be me, you know. It's like my heart and what I feel and shit like that. So
yeah, which it kind of reminds me to what you said earlier, which is the way you first got into music and the way that your brother gave you that Walkman, right?
Yeah,
with that information, with that stuff, with that music. In a way, do you feel like one of the main reasons why you got into music was, you know, to continue that legacy?
Hell yeah, always. And I, like, you know, when I have my kids, I don't want to be a has-been. You know, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I used to do music. Nah, like, I want to sit there and say, like, I got a record deal off of music. Like, you're in this house because of music. And music is good, and all types of music are good, bro. I like all types of music. So, you know, implementing that into my kids is going to be huge, bro. Like, you know, so.
That's what's up. No, that's what's up. And I'm glad that that's one of the reasons why you're connected to it in that kind of way. Because it's also kind of, because even thinking about the shit that I'm doing, like the podcast and this audio stuff, like one of the main ways I got into it is because my uncles are sonideros, you know what I mean? They're like Mexican DJs. They be doing this shit.
Exactly.
They be talking on the microphone and shit. So one way or another, I'm like, damn, like I'm continuing that shit in some type of way. You know what I mean? Without even realizing it until I'm here.
Yeah.
So I love to see that in other people as well, like the way that they continue that shit in different ways, you know?
Yeah, bro. And as long as I carry this on to my kids, like I feel like I'm continuing that legacy of my brother. And like, you know, when my mom put him on music, you know, and, you know, all the music that he used to like, and then he put me on to music to me and my brothers. And then, you know, me passing it on, because my older sister, she's already passing it to her kids. And her kids are playing, they're playing instruments and stuff like that. So it's cool, bro. I want to do that for my kids. You know, I want to continue it in some way. And I don't care if you're a singer, I don't care if you're a producer. Like, you know, you don't even have to be in music. Just love the music. Love what it makes you feel, you know?
Yeah. No, you mentioned that this is a step you're trying to take it into kind of more like, you know, showing that love to Santa Ana. But I do want to ask you, how do you feel like your sound's changed over time? You know?
It's changed a lot, bro. Like I said, you know, we went to like a South Florida sound where I kind of was just listening to like, you know, the whole SoundCloud era, and I was just trying to be the same person as them, you know, not knowing that what life they lived and what life I lived. I just tried to be like them because it was like, boy, it's popping. I got to make something that's close to it. And like, it evolved to like me taking that break, and then, you know, the homies are like, bro, like you need to like just try a West Coast thing. So I was like, fuck it, try the West Coast thing. And then, you know, I linked up with the homie Don from LP, and then, you know, he was already in the West Coast thing. So I looked at him and I was just like, all right, fuck it, I gotta kind of maneuver my way into that West Coast sound. But, you know, and that was like, to me, was like the quote unquote second chapter for my music. And then right now it's like kind of like the third chapter, because I'm evolving into speaking of my heart now, you know, and just like making stuff that I want to do, you know, and I don't care what it sounds like to other people. It's because it's something that I love. It's my life. People got to know my life, you know. It's art, you know, and that's what my boy 80's always told me that, bro, and he's always kept me grounded. Like, you can't do it to pop, you know. You can't do it because for money, because if you do that, you're gonna be chasing trends, and you don't want to chase trends, bro. Like, you want to do this shit because you love it, and it's you. So he kept me in that little lane, bro, and now I'm just trying to push that. And, you know, not saying that I'm never gonna do a South Florida sound no more, like a West Coast sound, but more of my stuff that comes out is just gonna be me, you know.
Yeah. What sound is that? Like, is there a specific sound that you're trying to explore or go towards?
I don't know. It's kind of like, you ever heard like Meek Mill, you know, they talk about their lives and their struggles and what, you know, what happened, and it's still rap, still like a freestyle rap. It's still kind of hard rap, but it's just more of not talking about like, you know, selling drugs and doing this and doing that. It's more like, yeah, bro, we got evicted out of our house, and, you know, like things that were just us, you know, like we had to go buy Neo Blues. We couldn't buy Levi's at the store. We had to go to the, you know, things like that people need to hear, because it just relates to a lot of people, and you don't know who it's going to relate to, because, you know, like the demographic that listens to our music is those people. Yeah. And that's just going to hit them. They're going to rock with it, and it's going to, you know, we'll just run off with that sound. So
no, I mean, and that's timeless music, because if you think about it, it's like, that's the sound that Pac came with. Like you said, Meek Mill, shit. In a way, NBA YoungBoy's doing that too, whether it be good or bad. Like, you know what I mean. Like, that's real to NBA YoungBoy too. But that's what's up, because at the end of the day, like, that's what it is. Like, as long as you're being true to who you are, like, that shit'll go wherever it needs to go. Yeah,
bro, and that's what my homie 80 always tells me, bro. Make timeless music. Make something that you can hear in 20, 30 years. Because I still listen to Pac today. Yeah. You know, I still listen to Marvin Gaye today. I still, you know, people listen to Michael Jackson today. People listen to, you know, the blues, and, you know, it's just timeless music, bro. It's just always going to be there, and it's always going to be relevant, you know, to people. So that's what I'm trying to make now.
That's what's up. Speaking of now, I do want to ask you as well, like about your latest song, which is with Cypress. Like, how did that come about? What do you think of that sound?
That sound is, bro, Cypress is talented as hell. He's a crazy producer, and I always looked up to him since I got into that West Coast sound. Even before that, like, I was kind of just eyeballing it. You know, I was trying to, when I was in the South Florida sound, I was trying to dip into, like, the West Coast sound. I just didn't know where to start. So I already kind of knew, like, you know, Cypress, Ron, Ace the Face, like, all these other producers. And, you know, he was the only, like, Latin, like, producer. So when I started doing the West Coast sound, I just kind of, I was like, I need to work with Cypress, I need to work with Laudiano, like, I need to work with these people. And I already had worked with Laudiano on the Suede song. It was like Laudiano with the homie Gray. And so I was like, shit, I kind of checked my list off, and I was like, next one has to be Cypress. So whatever it takes. And to me, bro, it's like, whatever it takes. I know it's a business. I know there's got to be money involved. You know, it's obviously, too, it's got to be like, damn, bro, you're hard. And that's always going to make it more organic. So, you know, when I hit him up, he was like, yup, just sent, you know, like, he already knew, like, he kind of knew, like, what I kind of sounded like, because, you know, he went through my profile and stuff, and he was like, yup, send me some more songs. So I sent him some unreleased stuff. I sent him some stuff that he probably didn't listen to that was already out. And he kind of, you know, wrapped his head around, or, you know, wrapped his mind around things that I kind of sounded like. So he was like, yeah, pull up to the studio. And, you know, it was me, Joe, and Dommy Corky, and we just pulled up, bro, and he made it from scratch. Like, he was like, you want a sample? You want, you know, this? I was like, shit, I'm trying to do like a Detroit type. And he was like, let's sample it. Boom. He got on there, bro, like, ran a bunch of samples. I'm like, nah, I like this one. He was like, bro, I was just thinking that. Like, I like this one too. So I was like, fuck it, let's run with it. And, bro, he cooked it up, and like, bro, something about me, dog. Like, I got writer's block right there and then. When he cooked up the beat, he showed it to me. I just kind of stuck. Like, I got stuck, bro. I was like, fuck, I got writer's block. And I was telling Corky and Worthy, I was like, bro, I can't write the damn song. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't got no creative juices no more. But like, before we got here, I had it, but I kind of lost it. And I laid out like the first verse, and, you know, my studio session was kind of just ending. And so I was like, shit. He sent me the beat. He was like, bro, send it to me right when you have it done. You know, I want to hear it. And it was just all love, bro. He already tapped into Worthy. You know, he tapped into the homie Corky, and actually the engineer that I had brought with me. He already had tapped in with her, so he kind of had that relationship, you know, with her already. So it was cool, bro. It was all love. That studio session was it was dope, and I kind of like knew his expectations for it. And, you know, so when I rebooked the studio session, like, when I finished it, I was on the same vibe as I was when I was with him. So it was dope, bro. Like, you know, I sent it to him. He's like, bro, this is hard. And actually at the EBK stuff that I actually met you at, he played it. Yeah. So he played the song. So I was like, when he played it, I was like, man, I've listened to this song before. I looked at Worthy. I looked at Corky. We were at the bar getting some Don Julio shots. And I'm like, man, this who played it. And I was like, bro, like, since then, I knew he fucked with it, you know? And, like, when he was leaving, he was like, you know, just mix and master it, do this and this and that. And, like, shit, since then, bro, like, we've been tapping in, and it's doing pretty cool numbers, you know? Like, on Spotify, you know, it's almost at 10,000 streams. So, you know, it's not a lot, but it's, you know, always going to grow and stuff. So, and he's, I try to promote it, you know, as much as I can. Yeah. I'm sure he's appreciative of that, because he knows that, you know, I'm trying to push it, because I don't think anything's just going to come to me. I got to promote it in different ways. You know, I got to put it on this page. I got to hit up the playlist guys, you know, like, hey, bro, listen to it. If you fuck with it, put it on your playlist. And, you know, that's what they did. So, you know, I'm sure he's appreciative of that. But, yeah, bro, that's how that song came about. And, shit, we shot the video. I sent it to him. He fucked with it. And that was it, bro. Like, it was a dope experience, you know, and I'll definitely do it again. for sure this year. So, you know, there is going to be more Cypress Moreno and Capri coming soon for sure.
No, that's what's up. And I think that's sick. Like, at the end of the day, like, this shit only goes as far as you push it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day. So, 10,000 shit, that's hella dope. Especially if it's, like, moving like that. Like, you know, like, organically and shit. Like, that's still hella.
Yeah.
So that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. Like, I you know, like, the video right now, it kind of slowed down a little bit with the streams. Kind of got me in like this headspace where I'm like, damn, it didn't do as good as the other ones. But I'm like, fuck it, gotta keep going. Like, I'm not just gonna stop. Like, I'm not just gonna say, you know, damn, the music didn't pop. Like, you know, I wasted X amount of dollars. Like, no, bro, I did this because I love it. I worked with the producer I wanted to work with because I love that sound and I love the work he pushes out. So that's why I did it. And, you know, I told Worthy, I'm like, shit, it's time to move on. You know, we dropped that, it's gonna organically move, but we gotta drop the next one. So
no, yeah, that's real. You know who I was listening to? Fucking, I'm really like into like this like interviewing shit and like looking up like interview. But I was looking up a fucking Glorilla. No, not Glorilla. What's her name? Lola Brooke. You heard her?
Lola Brooke. Nah, I haven't heard of her.
Dope. She's
you guys heard of her?
Lola Brooke? Y'all heard her? Nah, they're faded. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're faded as hell. Hey, what's the homie Worthy has his Cartiers halfway down? It's a wrap. You already know it's a wrap.
That was driving too.
Yeah, he's driving too. And shit. I know, bro. Hey, my boy. Nah, damn, we just incriminated my boy.
Nah, yeah, but I forgot who it was, but like she was saying like I've been pushing this for a minute, and like it's like one of the biggest songs in fucking drill and shit, and I don't know if it's drill, but it's like one of the bigger songs in like playing and shit. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because like these people really be pushing it for a minute, like their music.
Yeah, bro, and it's like people don't pop off. Like there's people that pop off first week, there's people that pop off first day, there's people that pop off in a month, there's people that pop off in a year. I know when like X was like, you know, XXX, he you know, he's coming up, and I was in the SoundCloud scene, and I was like investigating numbers and how I can do this and this and that. His song popped off when like 8 months after or something. I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, I'm over here thinking just because my song don't pop in a week or 2 weeks or a month, like the world's gonna end. Like, nah, bro, just keep it pushing, and people are always gonna feed back into your catalog. And they're just gonna do a deep dive, and bro, it's a wrap. Like, you know, they're gonna fuck with it. So
exactly. No, that's so. What keeps you motivated? Shit, what keeps you motivated through all of that?
Shit, what keeps me motivated, bro? My family, my girl, my homies. Everything keeps me motivated, bro. Everything keeps me motivated. Like, I know I don't want to put my kids what I went through. You know, so that keeps me motivated. Like, I don't want them to be running around like the city, like little dumbasses like me and Corky were, like and just doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to be doing that. You know, and I'm not saying we grew up bad, but we just kind of grew up with what we had. You know, so like that keeps me motivated. I don't want my kids to struggle. You know, obviously I want my kids to work, you know, like my mom used to take us to the swap meet and to work, you know. Obviously we probably wouldn't be doing that, but that it keeps me motivated to, you know, I want them to have a childhood, you know, and I want them to be good, and I want them to play sports if they want to. I want them to be, you know, put 100% in that. If they want an education, I want them to put 100% in that education. Like, that's what keeps me motivated, bro. And just, my mom didn't come to this, you know, to the States for nothing. She came here to, you know, she tells me every day, I didn't come to raise no piece of shit people. Like, straight up, like, all you guys have potential, so get to it, you know. And that just keeps me motivated. Like, she did all of that for us to have this, you know, for us to have, you know, because who knows what we would have, you know, back in Mexico, like, who knows? So, you know, that just keeps me grounded all the time. Like, when I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm in my own little world, nah, you gotta get back down here, and, like, you know, mom did this and did this and did this, and, you know, you want your kids to have, you know, X, Y, and Z, and you want your homies to be good. So that just keeps me motivated, bro, all the time. You know, I tell myself that every morning, bro. So
that's what's up. One last question. Is there something that you'd like to share about yourself that I haven't already asked, or or that we haven't dived into?
Shit.
That you want the people to know
about me?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man. I don't really like bragging about myself like that. Like when people put me on the spot, like I don't really brag about myself like that. You know, like I don't know, man. We just, you know, I'm just a kid from Santa Ana. You know, I'm 22 years old. You know, I got cool homies that support everything I do, and homies that are always gonna tell me like you fucked up in. You know, so I got a solid group around me, and they're all creatives, and they all have motion, and they all want to have motion, and they all want to put on for their family, and that's all that matters, bro. So, you know, I got a girl that loves me and a girl that takes care of me, and I got my mom, you know, and shit, I got a loving mom, I got a loving pops, like, you know, loving, you know, brothers and sisters, bro. And that's, you know, that's me, that's KAPRI, you know, that's KAPRI coming from Santa Ana, you know, and shit, we're gonna be on everybody, you know, we're gonna be on Billboard soon, we're gonna be on everybody's playlist soon, we're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be everywhere soon, you know, so, yeah, that's what you guys need to know about me. I ain't gonna stop, bro. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not no quitter, bro. So, you already know.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to recommend to people? Like some shit you're on? I don't know. Maybe clothes, music, book. I don't know. Anything.
Shit.
A rug.
I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the next Far Side drop, bro. And this shit gonna drop in April. I told the homie Cinco de Mayo, but he ain't even trying to wait. He's getting fucking all antsy and shit. He's like, I got my shit ready, all backed up. Like, let's just drop it. So, shit. You know, we're gonna drop that. I'm about to drop P's and Q's, but you know, as soon as this drop, you guys are gonna know how good it was, you know. And you know, every month, I told you know Worthy, I told you know the homie Corky, I told the homie Enough, like, and he wants to be a producer, so I told him get on that shit, you know, because we're gonna be spazzing every month of the year, like. I'm going to drop something, whether it's the beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Every month, I'm going to drop something. And I did January. I kind of took a break on February. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of slacking. But, you know, March, we dropped me and Cypress stuff. And, you know, the 26th of April, I'm dropping another one. That's the P's and Q's. And then with the 411 in May, I'm thinking about an EP in June and singles for the rest of the year. And shit, my homie Keflon, He's locked in. He's always telling me, like, bro, let's hit the studio. Let's keep going. The homie 80, we're going to drop a collab soon. So, you know, just watch out for that, bro.
There was one thing I was going to ask you, actually, because you said you're mostly dropping singles.
Yeah.
But then right now you just said you're going to drop an EP.
Yeah.
So my question is, like, what was the reasoning behind just dropping singles and then, you know what, deciding you do want to drop an EP?
I think the EP is just for like my birthday, bro. It's my Jordan year, you know, like 23 years old. Like I've never dropped the EP. I haven't dropped an EP since like 2020, and it's just cool. You know, it's cool to have. It's cool, something to celebrate. You know, and you know, I don't only want to celebrate my birthday. I want to celebrate my art too. So I think you know, it just fits the mood for June. You know, and for singles, I drop singles just because. The attention span of people, like, bro, nobody's gonna listen to a 20 song album. When I look at a 20 song album, I just go, if I don't like the beat, I switch it to the time, like to the song that I like the beat. I'm like, okay, hold up, boom, then I save it. You know, so the attention span isn't there no more. And so singles, you know, I do like anywhere from 1:30 to 2 minutes, bro. People are gonna eat that up all day. So like that's my point in dropping singles. And you know, I talk to all the homies. Like I talked to Cypress about it. I talked to the homie Keflon about it. I talked to my homies that are here about it. Talked to my girl about it. I talked to everybody, bro. And people are like, you know, you're right. Because shit, I do the same thing when it comes to albums. Like I don't listen to that shit. Like
that's true.
I just listen to the beat. If I fuck with the beat, or if it's something that's popping, like I'll listen to it. You know. So
yeah. No. That's real. One last thing: is there an artist like a musician that we should look into, or we should look out for? Who you think is sick?
I mean, the homie 80, bro. The homie 80, he just recorded something. He kind of took a little break. You know, he was going through his little past. You know. But he just came back. He dropped Table for One, you know, and that was cool. I fucked with that one. I've cried to that shit a couple times. I ain't gonna lie to you. But shit, I'm just, you know, that's probably the only one that I would say, like, really, like, to look out for, because it's just me and him, you know. It's just me and him, and we've been working together since I was a kid, bro. So, I would say look out for him and just look out for the people that I collab with, because there's definitely going to be features in the future. And it's going to be bigger artists every single time. And that's what I'm aiming for, and I ain't letting up on that. So, just be on the lookout for that, for sure.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Capri. Man,
Yes,
I hope you continue with the music shit, man. That's the first part of creating is believing in the future, believing in yourself and shit, man. I'm glad and I'm happy to hear that you're continuing your family's legacy, your brother's legacy, and your city's legacy with this music shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. We're gonna link back up here when we're gonna look back up on this when you're in fucking BBC One radio and shit, doing your shit across seas, like, or
shit, hopefully.
Or Hot 97, you got your own little radio show there. We're gonna look back on this, bro, and we're gonna laugh about it, bro. That all the homies were here, fucking.
That's crazy.
But, doing crazy shit, bro. And I wish you the best, bro. I'm very appreciative you had me on here. It's a blessing, and you're such a cool dude, bro. And I hope we keep working soon, bro. So
appreciate it. Cool. Yeah, Capri, their radio.
Yeah.